Hello, everyone, and happy Advent and almost Christmas. I guess it's only 2 days away. I know I have not posted a lot about the strengthening family relationships, and I think this would be a pertinent time, especially with, Christmas and the holidays, and how that can bring up anxiety, fear, and just all the other kind of drama, if you will, that surrounds family this time of year. And so we've been talking about the different elements that are involved with strengthening family relationships. And so one of those elements is sharing power within the family dynamic, the family system. And rightly so, parents do have more power and authority than their kids. And especially when they're younger and need that guidance. But also, if we want our kids to become responsible, they need to also learn how to use power, to share it, and be responsible with it. And so part of growing up is learning to make those type of choices, to make good choices, to problem solve, to be able to influence people in a positive way, and be able to take action and be responsible for their actions. And so us as adults, what we can do is we can share this power by respecting young people's ideas and then including them in the decisions that we make, and collaborating with them and giving them opportunities to take the lead on something. For example, maybe let them take the lead on deciding an activity for the weekend. Let them take the lead on cooking. If cooking's a part of your family, let them take that lead to know that they are part of that decisions that's being made. And so the Search Institute gives several activities to be able to share this power. And one of the activities that they recommend is they call it signs of respect. And so they say write down on a piece of paper or on an index card for each of the family your names. And then with that index card, pass it to the next person, and you're going to write one thing that person does that shows a sign of respect. And then you'll keep passing that to the next, write one thing down. And so you do that several times until there's couple items on each index card, and you can see what is listed for each person, adding several examples. And then you can share what surprised you about what was written about you that was a sign of respect. Another thing that they suggest is called practicing negotiating together. So, and what they say is to identify an area of family disagreement that is small but specific, and that affects everyone in the family. And so they also say, without blaming anyone, describe that issue. Ask others in the family to clarify it from their perspective. And then you can brainstorm things that are contributing to that issue. And then as a unit, agree together on a shared and specific goal. And then you can brainstorm on ways that your family can work toward that issue, what's achievable. So in another way that we could look at it is like our way of communicating. Like when we communicating, are we just telling each other how it is, or do we offer that way of reflecting where one who is speaking and the other person listening, so that person that is listening, when They are being attentive, really paying attention, not being distracted. And then when the speaker is finished, whoever is speaking, the listener can repeat back to them what they heard and ask for clarification. And say, is this correct? Is it, or is there more? Okay. And then you can say, okay, then after that, you can say, okay, let's move forward in deciding what can we make those decisions be, and and how can we work on a goal together to where it's not me versus whoever or vice versa. So then the last thing that they suggest is to start this sharing process is just conversation starters. And some of the conversation starters are, when is a time that you've been thankful someone has used their power to help you? When is a time that they've shared their power with you that you've really appreciated it? Another question is, how are the power dynamics in your family similar to and different from previous generations in your family or other families you know? What might be some of the reasons behind those similarities and differences? So again, everyone, I'm praying for you all, and I pray that you have a restful, joy-filled Christmas. And may we remember the hope of Christ and what he was born for, and his promises that he's offering us through his birth and through his whole life, for that matter.